Anyone who'll catch the replay, I guess. We're gonna do some reads tonight. We're gonna chit chat and all that stuff. Earth. Hello, how are you? Good, good. All right, I'm gonna do this one. Welcome. Are you guys subscribed to me? I'm good. How are you? Just getting myself set up here. This is my first time going live on YouTube, so I don't know if I'm gonna get some funny folks in here or what, but we read tarot down out here. If you're not, oh cool. If you're asking my Snap, I don't have a Snapchat. All right. So tonight, is really just some chit chats and some reads. If anybody, if anybody wants to ask any questions or whatnot for a read, I do. Same name. Questions or anything for a reading, they are $20 a question, $45 for a full read. The Cash App is TOK317, and the PayPal is the Aries knowing. Other than that, I'm just going to go straight up and down the list. I'm going to do all signs. I do have a TikTok, I do have an Instagram, a Facebook page, or Threads. If I'm on it, the name is the Aries Knowing. There are messages and things up there. Um, a lot of the same messages are on my YouTube page. Let me stop these ads. And we'll just see. So if you guys are subscribed to me, thank you. And I appreciate it. I'll go ahead and hop in and do some reads. If anybody needs anything from me, let me know. If any of my people come in from the other page, you know I was going live tonight. Say what's up, y'all. Say hello. All right. I might have to turn this backlight off. That's what I'm gonna do. Turn that backlight off. All right. We're gonna start off with our fire signs. This is gonna be like a love reading. Kind of. Take it where it resonates. We're gonna look into why they pulled away. We're gonna start off with Aries, fire signs first, and then work our way down. All right. Like a mind, like a body. As everyone just to my soul, please allow me to be the channel. Open me up to the energy of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Source the energy while the person on their mind pulled away. So they pulled away for their own happiness. They wanted to do right by the situation. I don't feel like they wanted to disrespect you or the connection that you all have. I do see them wanting to still talk and work things out. This didn't necessarily manifest the way that they thought it would. I don't know how open Aries you're going to be to that. You feel like whatever didn't work out was because of them. You feel like you did everything you could for the situation. You were very nurturing to it, and this person disrespected you, mistreated you. You're okay with the cycle being closed out. I feel like if they do reach out to you, you'll talk to them. It's not like you're blocking them. But there has been a separation. You're no longer going to share time with them, especially if you feel like they were being stingy and or selfish with that time with you. It's like, why should I spend time with you? You're kind of ignoring it. You don't really want to see them. This could be a person that looks at women or people online, and based off of what they see online, it's how they determine what attractive is or how women should be and or look. You feel like this person is too toxic. After you all have had a break, then they come back in and they try to be sweet to you. They try to act like they have deep feelings for you here. You know that things are kind of like mixed up. You could be drinking and or smoking to numb the pain, or they are. Somebody is doing something to be numb. They do have feelings for you, but I feel like they were trying to push themselves away from it, thinking it would be like any other situation they were involved in. But I think they have more feelings for you. They see you as a housewife material, that like maybe somebody just hasn't came and wifed you up, or you haven't become a husband yet. That's what they think. But so until then, you're out here in these streets. We get, I wish I had treated you better. I want to tell you how I feel, and I hid who I really am from you. The timing just wasn't right for us. So that's what I have for the person on your mind, Aries. Where's my bill? Where's my bill? Alrighty. Next up is Leo. Nothing behind the not the body. Let to the energy of Leo. Okay. Hmm. Not the mind, not the body. Show me, Leo. Why did Leo's person pull away? They're very sad about it. They do regret their decision as well. I feel like they wanted to alleviate the stress, the mental prison, the worry. They didn't want to feel trapped to it or bound to it. They wanted to release that from you as well. They were definitely trying to be strong, trying to respect you because I think you are a person of high standards, or at least you speak like you're a person of high standards. So they knew because they couldn't meet them that they needed to leave. They felt like you were constantly trying to run away from them and they were having to come and get you back, afraid to ask why you were leaving them or why you were running away from them, but trying to get you to stay. They knew you had your mind made up. They felt like you were leaving them, that you no longer wanted to work on this. All the work they were putting into it was worthless. It wasn't going anywhere. A lot of fighting. They waited on this for as long as they could, and they are still open to recovering from this, Leo, because you are their happiness. However, they don't feel like you're going to accept their offer, and they're constantly trying to plead their case or get you to understand something. So if it is a toxic situation, it's not best to continue on, but I do feel like their feelings are still there. They'll probably try to reach out to you and try to start like a friendship with you over time and hoping that they can start to see you again and you all can move past this. Let's just see what the future brings. The tower situation is over. Hopefully we can recover. We just haven't healed yet. The dust hasn't settled yet. That was real quick. But I'm gonna go ahead and hop in these other cards, see what else I get for Leo's person. Why did Leo's person pull away? Why did Leo's person pull away? Yeah, they were tired of being let down by this situation, feeling like they weren't quite enough, that there's something else that you're more attracted to. Um, there is an offer coming in from them here. They feel like you don't have good supportive friends. They feel like you're a little bit fake and that they're fake as well. And they feel like somebody else or that you're seeing someone else and they're going to come offer to be with you. If they get another chance, they're going to ask to solidify their relationship. Right now, they're just tired. They feel like maybe you're dancing or you go out dancing, something like that. But they feel like somebody is showing you something better, that you think the grass is greener on the other side, and that you'll be back. It's like somebody must have their attention. It's out here from this person. It says, I know that I crossed the line with you, so they definitely pushed it a little bit too far. They are working on themselves. They feel like they were just a little bit lost. They felt like you only let them be around because it was too painful for you to be without them, maybe because of things that were going on in your own life. There are songs. that they can remember through you. You speak to them through music, and they feel like you all need to let each other go. They do wish that things could be different, but I don't think that this person feels that they make you happy anymore. That they pushed it too far. They went too far. Alrighty. And that's what we have for Leo. Let's do Sagittarius. This might be a quick live here. Who's in here with me? Because I can't see who's watching me. And I'm seeing that I have some top fans in here that I was speaking to, and I don't know. I didn't know that you guys were top fans, but I appreciate it. It's okay. All right, let's do Sagittarius. Why did this person pull away? Why did Sagittarius this person pull away? They were focusing on a new opportunity. They no longer wanted to focus here anymore. They felt like either it wasn't moving, you didn't want the same things as them, it wasn't moving ahead how they would like to. I feel like the energy, the communication, and actions between you all slowed down. Um, so they decided to be free and go after another opportunity. They were disappointed, but they felt like they had to let that go because even though they loved you, I feel like they were getting a no. I feel like maybe you were telling them no to something or about movement forward. I do feel like you all were connected on the soul level. So there is disappointment in this situation also, Sagittarius. This person got another offer. They moved on to be single and then they got involved with someone else. And they decided they were over this. I think they felt like you were kind of pulling them around a little bit or it wasn't going anywhere. They didn't feel like they could trust you because no matter what would happen, you would change the storyline. They were spying on you. And it's like you probably just show yourself living your life, but they're not a part of it. And you all keep going through the same cycle over and over again. It's not going anywhere. It's like, look, we're either going to do this now or we're not. So I feel like this person came in to cuff you and to try to solidify the relationship. And if you turned them down, that's why they left. It's like, look, I'm coming in here to make this for real. I'm tired of going back and forth. I'm over the games. Let's do this. So what does Sagittarius this person want to say to them? Because you don't know how hard it was to let you go. Which I see them being disappointed. I see them spying and everything, but they had to. It says, I love you unconditionally, which we already picked up on the love here. I'm becoming a better person. There's songs that remind them of you too. What else? It says, I hope that you can forgive me one day for the part they played, for whatever it was they've done. I don't think they were innocent. And it says, I am not available, which we could already see they have already moved on. I came out here with a new opportunity. First card out with the Ace of Wands. Where's that other thing we saw? I saw something else that told me maybe as I pick them up. But yeah, so I definitely think that this person has kind of moved on, and it was only because they couldn't move forward with you. Somebody was stopping the advancement forward for whatever the reason may be. This told me that they wanted to be free after being in that Five of Cups. Alrighty. All right, and we're going to do our water signs. We're going to start off with Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Why did that person pull away? Why did that person pull away? Hmm. Things change. I think they wanted to go get some attention of their own. Why did Cancer's person pull away? Like this Cancer. Yeah, they have to stop worrying about this situation. There was too much fighting going on, active fights. It's almost like the energy is still there. Too much confusion. I don't think they saw how they could get past all of the arguing. And there was lack of action in our movement. I think they started like taking action towards this and just kind of watching what was happening, watching the drama and the chaos that was unfolding. And they didn't trust the situation anymore. They didn't trust to move forward to offer anything to it. They didn't trust that. I'm gonna go and get my tripod. They saw you coming back in to recover with them, but they just felt like something about it they just didn't trust. They decided to move on by themselves. You came in to take them up on what they had offered you now, and they feel like it's just a way for you to pull them back into a toxic connection and that it's not going to go anywhere. We'll wait and see what happens in the future if you really have changed, but right now they don't see this as happiness, and they still see this as being something that they're tied to, something that is like a bondage, like they're bound to the relationship, bound to the toxicity. It's never going to change. They are in disbelief. They didn't want to accept this truth about the situation. They felt like you all had created a space in the world just for you all where you could escape to. This person became very conceited because of this relationship, and then it was over. So, like, as soon as they were starting to feel comfortable and feel like the world was theirs, all of a sudden it was the end. I do feel like there's something that was getting ready to take place. Yeah, maybe somebody decides that they need to be taken care of a little bit more. Maybe they want to be a housewife, or they're wanting someone who is a housewife and they feel like someone is too materialistic. They feel like you are too materialistic, you're too expensive, and at the same time, there's too much distance between you all. So they want to put all of their time and energy into self so that way they can kind of change their lives, look a little bit better for themselves. And they could feel like they're spellbound to you. So I don't know if they did a spell, if they feel like you did some sort of spell or love magic on them of some sort. But that's what they feel is why they can't let you go. They feel like it's a toxic tie. Alrighty. Oh, that would have sucked. How to get these cards up. Let's go into Pisces. Pisces, why did they pull away? What caused this person to pull away from Pisces? Oh, there's still a card in here. Okay. They're standing their ground. They feel like you ignored them in a sense, or they felt like they came and they offered you something. You were ignoring them, not paying them no mind, acting like they weren't there. They came in, they tried to offer you something stable, and you did not respond to them. You knew you should have responded to them. You knew it was like a time limit, Pisces. But you didn't feel like they were offering you anything emotional. There was nothing, you were confused. Like there was no way you could work through that situation, so you did not respond. And then out of nowhere, things ended. You do feel like it was unfair, but they also feel like you did them wrong by not responding, especially in the midst of all the change that was going on, everything that has happened. I feel like you eventually got kind of bitter towards them. You were unhappy. The bond was weakened. Why did Pisces person pull away? Yeah, they felt like you cared about being in the spotlight too much. You all do have a soul connection. Don't think that there's not one there, Pisces, because there is. But they felt like you were more concerned about showing off in front of people than working on the actual relationship. What's the word they be using? Clout. It's like all you're concerned about is the people that are looking at you. You just love to have the attention on you, and you're not focusing here on this real situation. All that other stuff is not real. there is negative energy. I feel like they are sending you like an evil eye. They possibly felt like you were sending that to them. A lot of substances being taken to numb emotions. What's the come out of this situation between Pisces and their person? They're definitely still addicted to you. You all may start sneaking around and dealing with each other and keeping it very quiet. They could be around other people, other significant others, daters, suitors, or anything like that, Pisces. But even though that's stimulating, you're still on their mind. They're still thinking about you. It's just the body. They can always, you know, daydream to get them where they need to be. But I do see you all hooking back up, sneaking around. So they did pull back for those reasons, standing their ground against what was wrong in this situation. You all will be privately hooking up again, keeping it on the hush. Someone says, I wish I could share my good news with you. So they're used to sharing their life with you. It says, I want you. I don't react when people mention you, and I regret lying to you. Bottom of the deck, I bury myself in work to forget you. So Pisces, they did pull away, but they still, I think it was just to stand up for themselves. They still definitely want to come back. They definitely cannot stay away. So maybe show them that. Well, hey, I can't tell you what to show them. If that's what's important to you, Pisces, being in the spotlight, if that's true, do what you got to do. If it's not and it's misunderstood, then when you all connect, that needs to be seen and or shown. But they feel like it's all about being seen. It's all about the attention. All right, Scorpio. Let's look into why they pulled away. Why did they pull away? Because they're not tapped into their intuition. They saw you giving to them genuinely and thought that they could play with it, like playing a game, playing hard to get. They didn't think that it was going to end. They thought they could do this for as long as they wanted, until things just kind of worked in their favor, kind of play the game a little bit. But what happened was is you left. Scorpio, you left. You got up and walked away. Now this person is stuck reminiscing about the past moments with you, and heavily stressed out because they created the situation. So I do feel like their heart is still yours, but they also feel like you've already made a decision that this isn't anything you're going to commit to. Like you're looking for a commitment, someone who is really there, not anyone who's playing games. This person has already removed themselves out of the equation. You're not considering it anymore. We tried that. It didn't work out. So Scorpio's going to move on. Anything that this person could come and say to you, you feel like they have a temper and they're lying and they're just saying whatever it is they want to say. This person likes to get attention from people. Why does Scorpio's person pull away? Why does Scorpio's person pull away? Appreciate the likes. Welcome everyone coming in. Why does Scorpio's person pull away? We have crazy ex stalking you. They ain't going nowhere, yo. They still be watching you, Scorpio. You could be dreaming of them or having dreams of them. If you are dreaming of this person, they are dreaming of you, and those dreams stick out just like yours do. If it's confusing, if it doesn't make any sense, if you don't know where it came from, I feel like they're experiencing that same thing, except they know where it came from because they still want you. There's going to be a lot of things coming to light about this person. This is probably this person's ex, especially if they're still dealing with this person because this person won't leave them alone. They're up and down with where they are in life emotionally. But by still dealing with this crazy ex, that's how they're playing with fire. Because they could be careless and something could take place and or occur. So that's probably what they had to distract them from. Whoever these girls are, they are very reckless, but they also go to work. It's like they're into the hype. They're modern. They're into the media. You know, You look to be just a little bit more together. It says, I want to feel that way again. So they're missing the feeling that you gave them, that they get with you, your essence. It says, I wish I could take my words back. I hide behind material things because it protects them. Nobody can see how much of a low self-esteem they have. But they knew exactly what they were doing the entire time. They couldn't let you get close to them because of that. They hope that one day you can forgive me. They're not a person of high confidence. So if you found out where they were weak at, they probably feared you would attack them. They're grateful for the spiritual lesson. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Because I feel like this person wanted to kind of run after you or show a little bit more weakness, if you will, but they had to save face. Who's in here with me, y'all? Say hello. Unless you're a silent watcher, that's fine. I like those too. I like those too. All right, we are done for the water signs. We're going to go ahead and move on to air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We're going to start off with Gemini. Again, it's kind of like a love read. You can put it towards wherever you want to, wherever it resonates, but it's why they pulled away for each sign. So take it where it resonates. If you're not in a situation, if you don't have anything like this, it don't apply. Don't try to make it fit. Let's see, what does this thing do? Look at that. All right, Gemini. Come on, Gemini. My eyes are going just to my soul. Please don't have me leave the channel. Please remove our internal, external energies. Open up to the energy of Gemini. Why did that person pull away? Why did that person pull away? They didn't feel heard. There was something that they needed to heal from or grow through with you, and they weren't able to do it. They decided to do it themselves, keep it private, and then move ahead. So while they were separating from this connection, they were doing it privately. So by the time things were all said and done and a decision was made, they were already disconnected. This was something that was kept in secret. I think you picked up on it. I think you noticed a change in them, but you didn't ask any questions. You didn't trust your intuition because this person has always been faithful and committed to you. So you were able to go and have all of your success, get the attention that you want, still live your life, and you still had this person behind you supporting you. They kind of took care of your emotions and made sure that you were stable there emotionally. And I don't know if they felt like they got to receive the same from you. They felt like maybe it was all about you and that you were their cheerleader and not you supporting them. Like we couldn't switch roles. They didn't see any options to where you were considering them at all, besides maybe sexually. If there's a new opportunity you want to start on, you knew they were going to show up and support you. And I feel like they finally said no and decided they were just going to stand on their own and get their own recognition. Welcome, guys. They definitely are in love with you. This isn't an attraction that just goes away. It remains. It's always there. Doesn't matter how long you all know about how long you all have known each other. Um, This is a person who can look at you and get lost. They can start fantasizing and daydream about you. They also can have reckless behavior, but if they get upset with you, they will block communication. I don't care if you all live in the same house together, they will stop speaking to you and give you the silent treatment. Um, They do like to send you bad energy when you piss them off. So this is a person that wishes the worst on you when you all are at odds with each other. But it's getting to the point where they are reaching their limit. They can no longer continue to do this back and forth, even though they play around with it. I do feel like they have started to see someone in secret, not telling you about it, but I think they're tired of trying to keep up with this. This is what they feel they need to do in order to keep up with you, Gemini. I think checking in on each other's emotional and mental state is going to help this connection, Gemini. Because it's like we have feelings, but there's like we're not connecting. You all may have wanted the same things, may have talked about the same things, but then we stopped communicating about it and we lost sight of it. And it became very one-sided. One person felt like one person became the main focus in the relationship. It was all about one person and not the other. The other person's just here to support. All right. I'm gonna jump into Libra, find out why they pulled away. Why did they pull away? Why did Libra's person pull away from them? This person was going through depression, and the money, the life, the nice things just didn't add up anymore. I see them not being happy with what they have financially, maybe not happy in work or in their career. This was just something that they didn't want to do anymore. They felt like they needed to stop. I think they caused, like, whatever depression they were dealing with, I think they blamed it on the situation that they were in and decided that they needed to separate from it to heal themselves, that this was actually a situation that was pulling them down. Bottom of the deck, Scorpio energy and ending. So this has ended, but this person felt like the relationship was dragging them down. So they tried to do something that was right and fair for them, no longer continuing on in this. Let me just let it go. Let me just let it go and move on. I do see that they may have changed their mind and decided to come in and try to get back or recover it. Um, but again, they were weak. They didn't, they were weak. They found out that the relationship wasn't why they were in the state they were in. It's just who they are. I think they're dealing with depression, honestly. And when they have a weak moment, they come back to you because they want you to help them heal. But the difference this time is that it's already over and you've already started focusing on something else. And we don't have time to go back and pick you up. You come with a whole lot of pentacles. And if I just focus on myself and what I want to do, it's just one. So this person is trying to come back in, but I do feel like it has closed. The love has closed. Libra, a decision has already been made that you're not letting them back in. Stick with your decision. We've already moved on so far. You could go back and repair it if you wanted to, and you don't want to. So this person will probably try calling you. They're going to be disrespectful, especially if they think that you're seeing someone else. It could be seeing someone else. They're going to call you late, and it's going to be a FaceTime. And if you don't answer that FaceTime, they're going to follow up with a text. They want to know what you do, what you're doing, and they're going to try to interrupt whatever it is you have going on. They know that this can cause some drama. They know that this is risky. They're going to do it anyway. In the meantime, they're drinking, trying to numb the pain. Again, another ending. This is the end of us. I do feel like this relationship is over. Two cards for an ending. This person could be going to strip clubs or they could be a stripper. They could bartend at a strip club, something like that. This person's also very full of themselves and they naturally hang around superficial people. We're not done yet. Let's do some messages here for Libra. Libra's person. Why did they pull away? They want to tell you how they feel. Everything I just said, where their head was at when they decided to leave. I think they feel like this could save something. They cannot get you off of their mind at this time. They're mad at where they are. They are afraid to reach out to you, but they will be contacting you. I hope that you can forgive me one day. They're so afraid to reach out because they feel like you're going to cut them off. You're going to start going in, and you might, but they want to be more than friends. So it's not, let's just talk so we can always, I don't care if you guys have children together, if you all have known each other for a while. We're not, they don't want to just be friends and you all just get along now and have a good relationship. No. They hear you through music. I don't know if you all bonded over music or something of that sort, certain songs, understood it the same, but something about it. Um, that's how they hear you speaking to them. And it says so many things remind me of you. I feel you leaving me behind. And they hit a part of who they really were. That's what I have for you, Libras. So I do feel like it's an end of a relationship here. This person wanting to come back, but I do feel like you moved on. You might still have some lingering emotions, but you're so far from it to turn back now would be like, why? What I have for my Libras. We're gonna do Aquarius. This live, I'm pretty satisfied with it now that I'm into the energy. I'm probably gonna come back on and do another. I don't know if I'm gonna clip this up. I might. Oh no. Oh, there it is. The one thing I don't like is I can't look and see who's watching me. I like to be able to do that. Oh, wow. Okay. Alrighty, guys. Aquarius. Why does your person pull away? Why did they pull away? They didn't want to. They didn't want to. They felt like they had no choice. You weren't giving them enough attention. If you're definitely seeing other people, um, they could either pick up on it and sense it or they knew it. They felt like you weren't willing to give them a lot of time and their energy. Um, they did want commitment or they felt like you were committed elsewhere. No, I felt like they wanted commitment, but they didn't get that with you. They felt like you were more so looking at other options for commitment and not considering them at all. This really bothered them because I feel like they were trying to be committed to you, but if you talked about relationships, you either talked about being single or you talked about your dream person or what you want out of someone, but never like it could possibly be them. This person feels like they have the means to take care of you and come in and do right by you. They could definitely be an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Taurus is heavy out here. They felt like I can take care of you. I know you're acting like, you got it all together and you kind of have to take care of everyone else and your life is good, but like I can come in and take care of your entire life. But you don't want to do it because maybe you're still down. Either you don't see that you can come in and be my wife, or you're still down over another situation. And you're not trying to benefit anybody in a relationship or be committed, be nobody's mother. You ain't trying to do none of that. Mother and or father. They feel like you do not want to cultivate this. And if you are a man, they feel like you don't see them as being a wife, that you look down on them. The relationship got toxic because now we have control over each other. I feel like they wanted to let you be you and release and heal because they feel like you're healing or trying to get over a fire sign that left you. or a fire sign that's in. No, this fire sign left. They may leave for a little bit. They come back periodically, but right now they are on hiatus. And they feel like you're still trying to find out what's going to happen with that situation. Is that person coming back around? So they left. Packed up some of theirs, some of yours, and left. They didn't want to wait anymore for this. You and them could have had moments where you all made a tape. If you all made a tape, or if they have anything of you on a video, they are watching it. They think you've changed. There are rumors going around. People are talking about your back, some lies, saying that maybe you're building a life with someone else. Those are the rumors. It says, I feel you even though we are apart. So they're definitely still in your energy. This is somebody who liked you more than you liked them. They said, I left